I mean, the baby's only a couple months old.
True.
He was born at the end of last year.
True.
Oh, Anna reveals she's pregnant with her second child.
Well, I guess she is. We have no dogs. Let me just see where she went.
What? Why are you hitting me? You gotta be fucking kidding me! Okay, no, honey. There's gotta be something going on. If she keeps doing that. Did she pee on my blanket?
It's wet. She pissed there, she pissed there.
Something's gotta be going on.
Go to your fucking cage.
Like, no, honey, like, she might have
She's not sick, she's being a bitch.
Now that she's peeing that much.
Oh.
I think something's going on.
Don't care.
I understand.
No, I'm done.
What?
She can freeze to death outside.
You didn't have her outside.
Yeah, she's outside right now.
Cameron, okay, I can't. She might be sick.
Doubt it. She had kids in the house.
And?
And that's it. Alright. Pendant lobby number 5. Sweetie, you have to believe me, I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. While you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly, he told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. It's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. When I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous. That's a fabulously possible possibility. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? Think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president.
Magician or president?
You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Not everyone is back. Let's get started. Let's actually do this. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call my next witness. Pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why'd she just call him a pitiful clown? Witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. In West Cloudadelphia, born and raised. On the playground is where I spent. Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. Wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Ha ha ha. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How's that one? But a couple of clowns who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. Your name? Lawrence Curls. Professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct? Yes it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walk into a bar? Without the humor, please. Okay. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. What?
Was there...
What? I can't smell anything.
Oh. It's either that or...
Maybe she has cancer.
No.
Oh, whatever. She can stay in her cage for the rest of her life, I don't care. I know, I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Yeah, don't feel bad for the clown. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit. Oh, for Christ's sake. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes for today. True. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness? Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you. I can't wait. Poor gumshoe. Now that settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want.
Sorry, we didn't start right. We were having issues with Willow.
Decided to piss all over the house again.
And
yeah, we'll leave Dick out of it.
being a naughty.
Now the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. Kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. Yep. She pissed all over their beds. Both of their beds.
Yeah, so she's either being very, very, very naughty or she's got something going on, so we'll have to see.
If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There is no way this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do we say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Just happened to glance out of the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls! Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? Not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? It's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well, Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. Should start turning the tables in our favor. See, you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. Weapon was in front of the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? Jesus. I'll not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you, a nice penalty. That's a bit melodramatic. So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you'll be telling us all that great reason? Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What's the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. Kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. Mo's to believe when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound. There's no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. In 1972, a crack clown unit was sent... Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. The clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? No. I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. Just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much? When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma? Tampering with witnesses again. So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep. He was on a permanent vacation. Mr. Curls! Your Honor? You did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. Ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette that you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I'll put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. Sorry, I'm having a rough time tonight. Bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. Took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? This is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe... He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactic has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay, everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. 3.14. Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth. No fractions. Order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. Crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There was no way he could have missed them. And the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He's just toying with his court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony? There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. Witnesses say without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. Come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling. Nick, this is your last chance. No doubt in my mind, there were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I'll not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you're going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I've only got a single shot at this. I gotta be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Your Honor, this statement contradicts this evidence. It does? Let's see the... Oh, come on. Oops, my bad. Sorry. Wrong one. There we go. That's the right way. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karmer, where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene. That means... silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. Witness say that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true! Order, order, order. Mr. Curls. Yes, Your Honor? What's the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean you belong there. No matter how old I get, I'll always be younger than you. Wah, sob. Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. Telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene. What's the matter, Nick? Something I've been mulling over for a while now. Oh? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Mr. Fink's-Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karmer's protest is useless. Got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest details. You have any proof, counter a story as to how the criminal left the scene? Look at this picture. Problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Ay, 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 ay. So Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I'm going to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys just can't ignore everything I said? Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. Don't know why, but I get the feeling things are going to get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls, yes? Testimony you provided up till now has been false? Hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Order, I will have order. Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. Enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you saw, Mr. Curls. Ha! You're not going to believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he... This is the truth now, get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared in the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. Told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Excuse me. Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why would you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he is telling the truth? That's what I think. Nick, wait. It means that Max actually used magic. Yikes, you're right. Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Fool. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile! If you disregard the need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? Even we don't know.
We never know.
That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. Nick? What is it? Got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. It's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. Looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? How'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. Take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Mind freak! Oh, my sweeties. Mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place?
Working on it.
We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, the greatest prison escape. It would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break.
Oh, Lord.
You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. The time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You have to forgive me, sweetie. Difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous, a great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I've won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? I'm sweating.
Huh?
I didn't want to freeze you out.
Oh, I'm not ready. If anything, I have my... Sure not, I have my blanket.
Gotcha. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring.
You're fine, I don't care.
We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling the story. What can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. Just happened to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That's the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. Crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. Just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. Incredible, Max. I want a trophy, too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? Is that how you earn a trophy, Maya? My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn, that's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Grand Prix photo added. Hear that? Sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes. Wait. Quit your whining. Let's give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. Trying my best, but Trillo, this just isn't gonna work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you gonna do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry. Secret crash training. Whoa. Yes, Trillo wouldn't give up until I said we try out his idea for a new routine. So we were trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. See? Even they are surprised by the idea. I told you. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. Well, I may as well go through this. Yeah. I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Huh? Oh, yeah. That's right. But then we said hello and he didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. Completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? Ha! You haven't even got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya, she's so red she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. So how's this new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routine's their secret. We're gonna take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a revolution. Sounds incredible. Well, let me make one thing clear. We're not gonna take on the world just because that jerk said we should. What, that jerk? Max Galactica. Performer should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Trillo, you seem to really be fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right! Mark my words, I, Trillo Quist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory. Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you've got to start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You got to be part of this too. Oh, it's you two.
Who's you?
You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some more rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Shit. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something,
Poor
pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Franziska really set you up bad this time, huh? Didn't she? He asked me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up. Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind that window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Ooh, Franziska Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out.
Yep. We don't listen.
Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just allergic to wild tigers. Alright, welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is. Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this, it's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? It's wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girly? I got it. Okay, what is your answer? Because they are in the cafeteria. Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. Ha 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 ha. I want to die. I did it. What's going on? He's being too nice. Not this picture. He showed it to you guys too? Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh, I want to kill myself. Hee. Oh yeah. He didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. Oh, that thing. Oh. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust? Wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. It's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. Told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly. How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a cyclock, he must be telling the truth. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah, When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden, the bust disappeared. Disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aw. Max G-Bust. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. Wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or if he's just setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. The quiet Mo is a good Mo in my book. Guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us.
Oh, Lord.
Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes. It says, "To the murderer." Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? Morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Nick, I think we'd better follow up on this important lead. Oop, my bad. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. In company? Guess it really wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess.
Sweetie pie princess.
Max and the ringmaster had to talk in this room. That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why did he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved in the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m.? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally. With Miss Von Karma. Nick, what is that? That beeping sound? It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, quick. See ya, pal. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is biting his... Ow! Biting his lashes from a whip.
Oh, jeez.
Von Karma. She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? Ha ha ha, national news? Possess a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. It's Von Karma. It appears you got your hands onto something big, huh? Ha! I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. Got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness. You must mean the acrobat, right? Putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. Can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again, one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to who I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained that gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. It means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles is like a little brother to me. Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. Man who inspired me to become an attorney. Fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, vanished. It's your fault he's gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then with the case after that one, he never set foot in the court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth? He's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name of Von Karma. I'm going to find him, and then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own two hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya already told you about this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick. Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you are God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country's ever seen. Nick, let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the third floor. Sorry I brought it up, Nick.
Jeez.
He's in a wheelchair.
Ah.
Well, I was wrong. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro? How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of the circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze.
Oh.
I don't want to tell about my dangling, my dangling, my dangling. I don't want to... You don't know that song?
No.
Seriously? You don't?
No!
You want to go up?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll follow you up.
I be right back.
We'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the restroom too. I gotta go check on the piss pot. See if she pissed in her cage upstairs. Which she probably did. actually, we're just gonna call it a night for now. We're having issues with our dog and Steffi and me. I'm just tired. We're just all tired. So I think we're just gonna save it here for the moment. And we'll continue. Probably, I'm just gonna say Tuesday. Yeah, I think Tuesday maybe. We're gonna be busy tomorrow, so. But yeah, Tuesday I think we're thinking about doing it, so we'll be back on Tuesday. Regardless, you all have a good night. Thank you for showing up. Sorry it was a short one, but yep, that's what we got. So, you all have a good night. Steffi says good night too. So, bye.